Hi viewers, welcome to my channel SS Reddy Programming Tutorial. Today I am going to discuss different ways to give input to the Python program. So in this concept I am using input function and map function. See, there are different possibilities we can able to give input to our Python program. Today I am going to discuss on that particular concept. Okay, let us get started. See, I have a variable a is equal to 10 and another variable b is equal to 3.14 and another variable c is equal to some single character yes and d is equal to some string Srinu. See, look at that. A it is a integer, b it is a floating point, c it is a character, d it is a string. If I print them, a 10, b 3.14, c it's a s, D it's a Srinu. See, even it is a character, it will treat it is a string in Python. So now it is a complete string here. Okay. See, this is the here. See, we directly give the values, assign the values to our variables. Suppose if I want to give values, so at a time multiple values. Like for example, a comma b comma c comma d is equal to, directly we can able to give these values like 20. See, now the 20 will be stored in a comma. Now the next value will be stored in b. The next value will be some floating point value 9.9 and the next value. So it's I'm assuming it is a character like or, and the next value I'm assuming it is a string Venkat. Now CA value it's a 20, B value it's a 9.9, C value it's OR, and D value Venkat. See, we directly given values to these variables A, B, C, D here. This is here each value assigning to each variable. Here at a time, see we can able to assign multiple values to multiple variables. See, these are directly assigning values. Suppose if you want to read from keyboard, it is also possible. For example, A is equal to, I want to give some message. See, whenever we using here, if you want to read values from keyboard, we use the input function. See now, if I execute this, it is prompting some value. Now the value is 999. The value is assigned. If I print A 999, suppose I want to give some message like enter a value. It is possible when we using input function. Instead of print directly, we can give inside the input as a parameter. For example, a is equal to input, here within double quotation, enter a value here. It will ask enter a value. Now if I print a value, here 1000. Here actually, here a is equal to input, I am given 999, but it reads this 999 value as a string. Look at this. See, the 999 is placed within the single quotation. Here also the 1000 will be placed within a single quotation. That means whenever we give input to Python program with the help of input function, by default it will read as a string. Now this point of time I want to give my value as an input, so whether it may be 999 or 1000 to variable a. How can I read? So let us read. A is equal to, now int of input, so we give some message enter a value one more time. Now here look at the input value. Now I am giving 1000 again. Now if I print a, see, earlier I given 1000, it reads as a string because input function directly reads as a string. Now this time here also input function reads it's a string. After reading I'm typecasting to integer, that's why if I print a value, it is integer value. It is the integer value. That is the use of the input function. So likewise, if you want to read the float value, so similarly, for example, b is equal to float, see, input. See, the input function will read as a string. After reading that string, it will be converted into float. See, look at this, 3.14. Now b is equal to 3.14. See, without any float cast, if you read directly input, so it will read, but it will read as a string. See, if I print b, so look at that. B is equal to 3.14. Now b is equal to, then single quotation 3.14. So now here this case it reading as a string. Here this case it reading as a float because we already typecasting to float. See, this is the way of giving input to our Python program. For example, multiple inputs I want to read. See, for example, a comma b comma c values I want to read is equal to, here at that time we have to use the map function. Map. This map function requires two parameters. The first parameter is the type of the data we are going to read. Now I want to read integers, so int comma, we have to specify the input and we have to specify the delimiter here, input dot split method, by using input dot split. Here I have to specify any delimiter, then by default it takes, it is a space delimiter. See, look at that, 10 space 20 space 30 I am given. Now a 10, b 20, c is equal to 30. Suppose I want to give as a c delimiter is comma separator. At that time, say I am giving 9 comma 99 comma 999. Now if I print a 9, b 99, c 999. See, but it is not possible to read multiple values of multiple types by using the map function in this case. Like for example, a comma b comma c is equal to map of, here we have to specify multiple values. For example, if I specify integer, see, and if I give the input maybe the different types, so it is not possible, it will throw an error. Let us check this one, split comma. Now here the first I am giving integer and next I am giving some string, next I am giving some float value 3.14, like that. It will throw an error. It is not possible in this case. See, for example, if I give like this, ABC is equal to map of, see, if I'm using str input, now input dot split, see, the delimiter is comma. Now here if I give 10 comma Srenu comma 3.14, now it is accepting. The reason is, here we are giving the multiple values, but all the values it will read as a string because the string object can able to read, see, any format, maybe the integer, maybe the string, maybe the float. So the string object can able to read any kind of value and it will return as a string, not the integer, not the float value. If you print ABC values, So all will be string. See, look at that. A it is a string, B it is a string, and C also string. Even we are giving different types of input values, but it read all of these input values as a string. So that's why here it doesn't throw any error. But in previous case, we specify it is integer, but we are giving the different types. So that's why it throw an error. This is the another way of using the map function. See, sometimes, for example, see, I want to read input like this. For example, here enter five elements. Enter five elements. I want to read elements like this: one space, two space, three space, four space, five. So let us see how to see read such kind of values. Suppose multiple values. If you want to read, we need the list. See, I am declaring a list L1. So now this time L1 is equal to, see, list of, because we are going to read the list of values, that's why we have to specify as a list. Again, I'm using the map function. This map function is going to read, see, all are integers. See, while reading input, we have to specify the delimiter input dot split. By default it is a space. Here one space, two space, three space, four space, five. Now if I print L1, it print 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For example, if you want to, so give like this comma 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. So same here we specify the delimiter as comma. Now 11, comma 12, comma 13, comma 14, comma 15. If I print L1, see 11, comma 12, comma 13, comma 14, comma 15. Sometimes if you want here you can also read strings. Same here. For example, L1 is equal to list of map of, so the input will be the str. Now input dot split. See, close the map, close the list. Now here I am giving the, so different strings. So by separating spaces, Srinu, Venkat, Sindhu, like this. If I print L1, Srinu, Venkat, Sindhu, like that. See, we can read multiple strings at a time by using the list and map combination. See, sometimes so we have to give input like this. Enter five elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here earlier it is a some space here and next some comma, but here so line by line input we require. At that time we have to use the for loop, at the same time range function and append function. Let us see that one also. See, already I have a list L1. I am going to take another list, for example L9. This is the list I am using here. See, I want to read multiple values for in range. I want to read five elements. See, the five elements are adding to my list. My list is L9. L9 dot append of. See, I want to read the integers. That's why int of input. Int of input. Now here I'm going to give five values. Like for example, the values 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. If I print L9, so 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Similarly, if you want to read the string, it is also possible. For example, my list is L8. I declare this list. Now I'm using the for loop for j in range. I want to read five elements, or let us take only four strings I want to write. So now L8 dot append of input. See, input by default it will read the string. That's why we need not to typecast it. So now here I am giving four strings: Srinu, Venkat, Sindhu, Vishal. See, if I print L8, so Srinu, Venkat, Sindhu, Vishal. So these are the different possibilities we can able to give input to our Python program. See, if you look at all those things one more time, just a review. Here A is equal to 10, B is equal to 3.14, C is equal to yes, and D is equal to 3. No, here it is integer, it is a floating point, it is character, it is string. See, directly here I am assigning. See, here I am accessing A, B, C, D. See, another way is, see, by comma separator A, comma B, comma C, comma D is equal to, see, here you can give the multiple values at a time. So it is also possible. Here in these two cases, we are directly assigning values. Suppose I want to read from the keyboard. At that time, we are using the input function. If I'm using input function, see, input function will read our input as a string. That's why here even I am giving 999, so as integer, but it will treat it's a string. That's why it plays within a single quotation. Here you can also display some messages by using the input function. Here I am giving 1000, but it reads as a string. See, how can I read integer as integer? At that time, we have to typecast our input. Here I am typecasting our a value. Here I am giving 1000. 1000 will read as a 1000 integer. If you want to read float, see float to float casting here. See, otherwise it will read as a string. Here, see, by using the map function, at a time we can read the multiple values from the keyboard. See, A, B, C values. See, 10, 20, 30. At that time, the map function requires the two parameters. The first parameter is type of the input we are going to give, and by using input method help, here we have to give the delimiter with the help of a split. The split function by default, the delimiter is space. Here that's why I'm giving 10 space, 20 space, 30. See, sometimes it is also possible to give other delimiters like comma. Here the comma separator. So 9 comma 99 comma 999. So it is also possible. Here, so one important note is map function. When we using map function, here the first parameter is type. So it will read only that particular type of values. Here I am specifying integer, but I am see reading values, so the combination integer, string and float, so it is not possible. That's why it throw an error. And the next one is, see, if it is a string is the capable of storing any type of value. That's why here there is no error, but all the values will be reading as a string. That's why if you observe here A, B, C values all are as string values. And next, by using list, we can read list of values. So at that time we are using the list function, so and map function and the combination of input function. See the inputs like this. For example, sometimes we enter five elements. So like 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, 4 space, 5. Sometimes we may give comma separating values. Sometimes we may give like this line by line input. So these are the next three versions are, so the different versions. See, this is the video we are discussing here. See, different input values, different ways we give input to the Python programming. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please like this video. So don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.